Hey there, everybody. WrestleMania weekend has been fun already, and we haven't even started off the actual WrestleMania show yet. We've just had WWE World figure reveals, and it's been amazing. We've just had hype going up around, like, just what could happen at this match, just different things going through everybody's minds. Just a lot of exciting stuff to be thinking about right now. We've got the WWE Hall of Fame tonight. I'm currently watching SmackDown. So yeah, just a lot of fun stuff that could happen. So at the beginning of today, not really early in the morning or anything like that, I guess it was around noon maybe or something like that, they started showing a few figures. They showed some nice figures, nothing really too much though. It was just the setup figures and a few new ones that we had seen. And so I thought we were done for the day, honestly. Because, I mean, you can only really show so much. They showed so much yesterday. There's only so much I could think I would see. And then today we knew that, I think his name is Bill McKean, and a few of the other, I think another guy was going live on the Ringside Collectibles YouTube channel. They were going to be just doing a live. I didn't personally know what it was about. I didn't know if they would be showing figures, if they would be answering Q&A questions or anything like that. Turns out, I honestly thought there were going to be no more figure reveals. They revealed so many cool things that we've been wanting. A lot of very cool stuff. So let's just get into this. I'm going to go through everything that we've seen. I'm going to start off with the things that we saw around noon this morning, not the live stuff. We've got a look at the upcoming Roman Reigns figure that's going to be coming out, and the very cool new belt that it will be coming with, of course, the new Undisputed Championship we've been wanting to see. And next up are two I've been really wanting to see. I like their attires and stuff. It's something different, a type of attire we've never got to figure out before. This is Pretty Deadly, Elton Prince, and Kit Wilson. As you can see, the head sculpts are a little different. I mean, they got their, like, wow head sculpts, I guess you could say. It's like, I don't know how to really say it. I hope they come with just, like, a straight face, though. Because if I'm doing, like, pick feds with them, I don't want them to be having their mouth like that the entire time. It doesn't really make sense. But the figures themselves look very nice. I'm very happy to get these people in my hands. Next up are two very cool looking figures. This is Butch. We already had, this is not first time in the line, but the one to the left, one of these is going to be a chase variant. One's going to be just the regular set. I don't know which one's going to be the chase and which one's going to be the regular version. I was kind of thinking the left side might be the chase, and then I saw somebody else saying he thought the right side figure could be the chase, so I don't know, but I really like the figure with the jersey on, the one to the left on your screen. I really like how that one looks, but both of these look very nice. I believe the head sculpt is very nice on this one, so very cool two figures. We are getting another Bruno Sammartino figure, which I'm actually going to be needing this one. I think it's nice to get him back into the line. It's been a while since we've seen one of his figures. Glad that they revealed this. We have another Austin Theory coming into the line. He's going to be coming with the U.S. Championship and with a lot better head sculpt than his last Elite did. So yeah, I'm excited to get this figure. I think it looks very nice. We had already seen it yesterday, but they were showing everybody else in the set. So here's a nice look at the Rhea Ripley figure. Like I said yesterday, I'm very, very excited for this. We have another Ultimate Edition Rey Mysterio coming into the line. I think this one looks very nice. Next up is an interesting one. I had to take a few looks at this one and check the comment section to figure out who it was. But this is Who, also known as Jim the Anvil Neidhart. But he played the person Who. Like, that was the character name. So I guess this is very, very cool to get. Something I never really thought we would ever see. Next up, we have Virgil, but as the NWO, he was Vincent. So this is cool to get a Vincent figure to add to everybody's NWO collection. Rest in peace to Virgil/Vincent. And now these are hilarious, but very cool in my opinion. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures coming. And we have seen these before. I remember I was very, very little, but they had like actual turtles come out. They looked like the actual Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but they had like gear of the wrestler on. So there was one with Finn Balor. He had the demon gear on the like actual turtle figure. But these are in Elite style. So these things are going to be able to move like the Elites. So this one is kind of looks more like the wrestler, just with extra Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle gear on. So this is very, very different and something I definitely didn't think we would see, but I'm definitely not mad about it. Here we have Roman Reigns as Shredder. Now, this one is cool. I feel like you could just kind of use this as a regular Cody Rhodes figure. Look at it. I feel like if you take all the gear, all of like his stuff off, it just looks like a regular cool looking attire. And that's for all these figures, other than like the Roman, because it would look different. But I feel like just the pants that they come with look like a custom attire, a fantasy attire. But yeah, the shirt's very cool on this one, and I love the mask he comes with. I can't remember what's the name of that character in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show. I can't remember who he's playing, but of course I know who it is. I just can't think of his name. Next up, we have Raphael as Rey Mysterio. I think this is a very cool looking figure. We've got Kofi Kingston as Michelangelo. I definitely for this one, I feel like you could take all of his gear off and it would just look like one of his colorful attires, because we know Kofi has a lot of orange gears. This one is very cool. We have Leo as Seth Rollins. And last but certainly not least, we have Donatello as Xavier Woods. So yeah, those are cool. I'm happy to see these. Something very different. But I mean, I'm kind of excited. I'm going to have to get them. And so this is the point. They show all this. I really think all the figure reveals for today are done. And then all of a sudden they go live and they start showing off new figures like I didn't think they would do. And it just keeps going and keeps going. So let's show these figures. We have an Elite LA Knight. Take a look at this horrible looking figure. The attire itself looks very cool. I mean, I think it could be a very nice figure. But what in the world is this head sculpt? I'm not even lying. If you showed me this head sculpt, like you just brought this over to me, I could not point out that this is LA Knight. I don't think the head sculpt looks anything like LA Knight. Kind of just looks like somebody I just saw on the street walking down downtown. I feel like this is just a random person you've seen. But they make up for it later. We'll get to the figure that they make up for it later with. We got an RVD Elite, and this one looks very cool. I love the titles that it comes with. These are all titles that we haven't seen before in the Mattel line, so this is very, very cool. Now we have a very, very cool kind of flashback version, Elite Kane. You see he comes with the fire, and then the thing at the top right looks like more fire, but I'm trying to figure out if it like snaps onto like your ring post or something like that to make it look like there's fire coming out. Really don't know what that really is. If you know, comment down and let me know. But this figure definitely looks amazing. I like how they did this and all the cool accessories that it's going to come with. Next up is, for a lot of people, probably the best reveal of the entire day. This is a Great Muta Ultimate Edition. Oh my lord. People have been asking and asking for this for a very long time. This is a dream figure of some people. And it's so amazing. As I like to say for people, he's kind of figurogenic. Or photogenic is how it would actually be. But I say figurogenic because very colorful. His face paint's going to look very nice when they get it done. Of course, he's going to come with the head cover right there. And then he also has a head sculpt where he's spitting out mist. So this is just going to be a very fun figure. A figure I've actually wanted for a nice amount of time. So very excited for this. We got an Ultimate Edition Damian Priest, and you see the bottom right. It looks like we're going to get the Senior Money in the Bank style of the Money in the Bank. Though, of course, that he's carrying around, the purple one. I'm very excited for this. I mean, I like Damian Priest figures just to be, because I like Damian Priest and I like purple attires. And I really like his hair style and everything. So I think it's going to be very cool. Next up is a very cool one, and one we were supposed to get for a while. Then, of course, the sad passing of Bray Wyatt. So the figure got canceled. And we've kind of just been waiting for them to enter it back into the line, because I believe they did say they would end up giving it to us. It would just be a little bit. So yeah, we've already seen it, but I'm still just very excited they're bringing it back. Of course, this is his colorful gear from his match against LA Knight. I think this is a very nice figure. And when I said they made up for the mess up head sculpt and everything for that horrible looking Elite LA Knight, I mean with this Ultimate Edition. The head sculpt that seems to be on the figure right here looks very nice. I think it looks just like LA Knight. Except the other two, the interchangeable head sculpts, they don't look very good. But maybe, just maybe, they will fix it before they actually make the figure. And then fix the one on the Elite. Then all is well. All these figures are perfect. And the gear right here looks very similar to the Elite. So I don't understand why they didn't pick two really different looking attires. But if you're getting one of them, get the Ultimate Edition, because it comes with a nice head sculpt. You get his hands that he has. You get the pointing hands so you can do the LA Knight. Yeah. So yeah, this Ultimate's definitely going to be a must-have. Hopefully this will be the first figure that they actually nail him, because I feel like they haven't quite captured LA Knight yet. I mean, his basic has been his best looking figure, I guess you could say, until we saw this. Because the basic head sculpt wasn't bad at all. His first Elite in the red, I didn't like that head sculpt at all. And then the Elite they just showed, not very good. But this one looks like it's going to save the day for LA Knight figures. We got another Ultimate Edition Rey Mysterio, and this is his attire when he had his match against Dominic Mysterio. They're really starting to push out Rey Mysterio Ultimate Editions, which I think is kind of crazy, which, no hatred to Rey. I love Rey. He's one of my favorites, but really his first Ultimate that he had kind of shelf-warmed a little bit in my area, so I'm not sure why they're going to keep pushing him out, but I mean, I don't mind seeing his figures. Next up, we got the Dominic Mysterio Ultimate Edition. This is in the same night attire when he faced Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. I think this is a pretty cool Ultimate Edition, but I mean, I feel like his other figures may be slightly better, the Elites, I don't know. Next up, we got a better look at that Ultimate Edition Dusty Rhodes, and it looks very, very good. We got another Elite Logan Paul, but this is the first time he's actually going to be in the regular Elite line. I think the attire choice was perfect. We've been needing a red, why am I saying red? A yellow and black attire. Of course, his Mattel Creations one, but nobody wants to go spend $100 for that figure. So yeah, this one was needed. And then we got what looks to be an updated Rock figure. We've got what'll hopefully be an updated R-Truth. Hopefully might come with a Judgment Day shirt, kind of where it has their names up, and then of course the R-Truth taped on there. Hopefully they will add that shirt in, but it doesn't look like it. We've got an updated Kairi Sane, and of course she's coming with the nice umbrella. I think this figure will be nice. Of course we need an updated Kairi Sane. She looks completely different than what her first figure looked like. I mean, she looked completely different. Hey, and bravo to the guys over there at Ringside, Mattel, everybody that makes these figures possible, because I feel like it used to be when somebody makes a return to the WWE, it's going to take at least a year for them to get a figure. I feel like Kairi Sane just showed up and she's already getting one. I mean, same for like another guy you'll see later on, Carlito. I'll go ahead and tell you. Carlito gets a figure and he's already getting one. So I think they're doing a very good job getting people out. Speaking of Carlito, here he is, and this is an updated Carlito. We've been needing an Elite of him, at least I've been wanting one. And take a look at his right hand. Look what's in that hand. I love this. I'm so happy about this. He is coming with an apple. What it looks like in the picture, it looks like it's going to be a hand holding an apple. So we're not just going to get a little loose apple that you're going to have, and then you're going to end up putting it in your toy box. You're going to get it lost, and then 5 years later when you're cleaning out your toys, you'll be like, huh, what's this? Oh, that's the apple that came with Carlito. Yeah, you're going to end up losing it. Which I would actually like to have just an apple with him. I feel like that'd be kind of cool, like so he can throw it or whatever. But I'm just happy we're getting an apple coming with him. That's just a cool accessory. I like these weird accessories, like the Prime bottle. That was amazing. But yeah, this figure looks amazing. I love the head sculpt. I'm excited about the apple. I'm very excited about that. Not only that, he is the Chase figure. It's overall the same figure other than like the color of the attire. This is going to be a nice little purple. I like how the purple looks. And then we have an updated Jey Uso in the Yeet attire. And it might just be me, but why does this make his legs look so skinny? It looks like it just slowly gets very, very skinny. I don't know. Not a fan of how that looks. But I'm excited to get a Yeet version. And then we have an updated Jimmy Uso. He comes with a nice bandana. It's kind of like a very basic figure, but I mean, that's kind of how his attires are. He doesn't have that special of an attire anymore, but he also kind of has the weird leg thing like Jay. Just tiny legs. Oh yeah, and great spelling by Ringside Collectibles for their Jimmy Uso figure reveal. You see it says Jimmy Udo. We're going to be getting a Jimmy Udo figure. I just had to put that in here. Next up, we're finally getting a Tiffany Stratton Elite. I love Tiffany Stratton. She's absolutely amazing. But I feel like they need to fix the head sculpt. Of course, this is just images of it. We don't actually see pictures of the actual figure. So maybe they'll have time to fix the head sculpt before then. I feel like the head sculpt doesn't look like her. But I'm just happy to get a figure of my girl Tiffany Stratton. They're finally starting to throw out the Bray Wyatt figures now. So here we have another one. Very happy to get another Bray Wyatt. You never have too many Bray Wyatts. I always liked his attires. Next up, we have a new Becky Lynch Elite, and she's also the chase in the set you see right there. She's going to come with a ladder, so that'll be nice to have. Overall, I think the figure looks pretty decent. It's okay. And we're getting another Seth Rollins Elite. Wait, I kind of want to say, they're putting out Elite Seth Rollinses that look like that in that attire, which I'm not complaining about the attire. And then, you know, the blue attire with like the cheetah prints on it. Everybody loves that attire. It's one of Seth Rollins' best attire. It's very colorful. They put out a basic figure with that attire. Why would you do that? That attire is so nice. It had a nice fur coat with it. That could be an Ultimate Edition, at least an Elite. Why? I feel like this attire right here of this figure, this Elite, could be a basic because the attire's not that special. But I love Seth Rollins, so I'm happy of any of his figures. I just really want that blue with the cheetah prints or leopard prints, whatever. I want that figure in Elite form. This one I'm very excited about. I want a JD McDonough figure. This looks very nice. Other than that head sculpt, I mean, they got plenty of time to fix it. Like I said, this is just images. We don't have the actual figure. And you see he's going to have an alternate head, the one with the long hair and the short hair or whatever. But I just feel like the facial features and just how it looks very, very weird. Like nobody on this earth makes that kind of face. I don't know. It doesn't look like a real human to me. But I think that hopefully they'll fix it. Next up is a very surprising one, and I'm always happy to get first time in the line figures. But out of all these people that haven't got figures yet, you're going to put out Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Am I saying this just because I can't stand Tony D'Angelo and Tony and him? Maybe. I'm not a fan of them, but come on. I mean, there's so many people that have just been working crazily down there in NXT and don't have a figure yet. Like, you're telling me Channing Stacks Lorenzo gets a figure before Trick Williams. He gets one before an updated Ilya Dragunov. We already have an Ilya, but that's way back in NXT UK. Like, we need a new Ilya. There's just so many people that he's getting a figure before, which are way bigger names to me. But like I said, I like first time in the lines. I want to get one of everybody. But the head sculpt doesn't quite hit the mark for me. I feel like his eyebrows and his eyes just look like they're connected. They are way, way too close. It just doesn't quite look like him. And last but not least, we got an Elite Xavier Woods. And this looks like a very cool looking figure. So yeah, overall, thank you Mattel. Thank you Ringside Collectibles for all of this. This has been an amazing day of reveals, which I really didn't expect it to be that big of a day. But it ended up being one. The YouTube live showed so much new stuff that I've been really wanting and finally bringing to life. Just a lot of great stuff to look like. Our wallets are all screaming, stop Ringside, stop Mattel. That's what our wallets are screaming. But hey, it's okay. It's okay. Just keep showing it. It's okay. So yeah, I'm just very excited for WrestleMania weekend. Ready for the wrestling to actually start. I mean, I'm already hyped up. I haven't even seen a WrestleMania weekend match yet. So yeah, stay tuned. Going to have a lot of videos coming this week just with WrestleMania weekend. A lot's going to be happening. So a lot of videos to be made. I will see you guys on the next one. Better go watch Hall of Fame.